Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box for the Technical Trader at techtrader.com. It's Wednesday, January the 4th, 2023. These are the charts of the day. Great day on Wall Street today. Powerful advance. Futures are up again tonight. Should be a good rest of the week, or potentially. We shall see. Gold coming to the forefront. I noticed that today. Many of the stocks we talked about in the gold sector are really starting to ramp up. A perfect example is AU, which in October was floundering around 12 bucks a share. Right now, 21.38. And you can see how the spike up in early November and the rising channel. Today's spike up took it up another 122 or 6%. I think the stock had legs to get all the way up, and then at some point in the near several weeks to mid 20s, maybe 26.7. AUPH coming through a major declining tops line that's went back over a year. It's gone back over a year. You can see that the breakout occurred above this resistance into the gap and followed through the gap and closed right at the declining tops line. At this point, I would have to say that I'm looking for a test of about 8.75. BABA, one of the leaders in the Chinese sector, had a big day today. As you can see, it exploded for 11.69 or about 13%. 54 million share traded. That's the highest level in about 5 months. It actually closed at resistance here. Your next target would be, I believe, a test of the gap just under 115.16 range, right around there. That's your next target. BZUN, a specialty retailer out of China, broke out as well above resistance today and spiked up for 91 cents or 16%. Volume was 2.1 million. It's thinly traded, but if this stock has legs for 7.25 half, as much as 8.5, 9. CABA has been on my top 20 list for the year, and as you can see why. It's been ramping in its direct rising channel. The next target is 14, 14.5. CHRS has been on a tear this week. In the last few days, it's gone in 5 days from 560, today's high of 1061. And it's at resistance, so it may pull back and consolidate, but I like the look of this chart. Particularly if you look at how far wide apart the bottoms are here. A massive double bottom at 560, 6-7 months apart, usually sets up a big base pattern. Now I'm looking for 13.5. COLL on a tear as well. That's another biotech. There's big resistance up in the zone, but today it spiked from 23.72 to 27.08. Finished just pennies off the high, just under 27 at 340, 14.5%. Volume picked up to the best in several months. It looks like this stock wants to run. Next target, 29. CWEB with China emerging, the CWEB and the YINN both ramping up. You saw the selling climax down here at 1744 in October, at 1755, excuse me, in mid-October. Here it is, 66. Nearly 300% gain just since October. And right now, it looks like we may make it into the mid-70s before not too long. The other stock, ETF we follow is YINN, which has gone from a spike low down here near the under 20 to over 60 for a triple. The next target on this one's maybe 70, 72. Let's move back to AUPH and BABA and BZUN as well. So we did cover those. CHRS Coherus, I really like it. Just a repeat, I like to look at this one for run to 13.5, 14. Collegium, right on that level, I think is going to run as well. DADA, another Chinese stock with a ramp up type move, consolidated for a month and exploded the last 2 days, taking it from the 6.5, 3/4 range up to almost 11. Today's pop took it up 16.5%. Looks pretty good for an extension into the 13 range. Chinese aerospace, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This is the 5th wave up, and I think we might make a run towards 13.5, 3/4. That's my next target, especially if it gets through the double top resistance, 11.5. GDS, our tech trader swing, beautiful follow through day today, up 331 or 14%. I like the look of this one. There is some resistance just ahead at about 31, my next target, followed by 36. Gold is coming to the front one, as I said before, with AU. If you look at the ETF for gold miners, the Van Eyck Vectors Gold Miner ETF, popped today $1.34, 4.5%, but more importantly, volume, 35.5 million shares traded on a breakout day. It looks to me like your next target has to be a run and a test of 33.5 area, followed by 36. GOLD, that's Barrick, spiked down in November for a really clear bottoming pattern, reversed, consolidated, and then has run up. And you can see $19 is the current run today, up $1.09 or 6%. The 19.5 target may be met very shortly, but following that, we might see 21. IQ has been running beautifully. That's also a tech traded swing. Today, another 6% on 26 million shares. It is long in the tooth up near the top of the channel, but it's broken out above key resistance. I believe the angle of ascent could take this one to the 7.5 range near term and maybe 8.25. JD, another Chinese stock that broke out of a 1 month consolidation. The last couple of days has ramped 56 to 67, closed 66.10 today. That was up 15%. Lateral price resistance may have a problem at 68, but if it gets through that, looking at low 70s. JNUG, another gold ETF, a gold miners, junior gold miners broke out today, and that one looks like 46 and 49.50 are targets. Coll Therapeutics, after a 1-day pause, exploded and had a big engulfing bar, going from 25 to 57, finishing 43.5 up 11.54, a 36% gain. We had a great day trade in that one today. I'm not sure if it has more momentum, but it very well might. KC, Kingsoft, the Chinese software application stock, broke out yesterday and followed through beautifully today, reaching all the way up to 487. My target now is 6. KDNY, one of my top 25 picks, continuing to push, jumped another $1.28 at 5%. My target now is 31.2. LI and the Chinese Automotive Group, electric vehicles, broke out today, jumping another $1.98 or 9.5%. This is a tech trader swing. It targets the 24, 27, and 32 going forward. Luna, one of our old friends and former swings twice, has ramped from 4 to over 10 and 35. Today popping 909 to 1038. And right now my target is 12.75. As Bitcoin turned around and turned the corner, well, Mara, it popped 29.4% today on 33 million. May have reversed its pattern. If so, the target's 5.75 and 7.25. Gaming stock MLCO is ramping after consolidating for 3 weeks. Popped out today. My next target 14.75, 15. MNSO with a really strong move from mid-October, taking it from 445 all the way up to 13. It's pulled back and consolidated for a month. Looks like it might be getting ready again. It was up 75 cents or 7% today. NIU and another electric vehicle stock broke out of a 3-wave corrected pullback flag. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 wave 5s underway. Mid-channel target 7.5, upper channel target 9. Nugget is another ETF we follow closely for the gold group. It's a double bull. Your targets are 44 and 50. Pan American Silver made its way out of the inverse head and shoulders or railing bottom base pattern. 5.7 million shares today, up 4%, but it looks like it's on its way to 21 and 24. PDSB, a member of my top 20 group in the biotech sector, had a steep pullback to 10.5, but a rebounded sharply today. 10.5 to 12.45, finished at 12. It was up $1.38 or 13%. Once he gets through 13.5, your target 17. PERI with strong earnings report exploded today and jumped 8.33%, jumping 209. My target now is 30 and 33. PSTX, very strong junior biotech stock, broke out today, jumping 56 cents or almost 10%. My target is now 8. XPEV, the other Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer that we track closely, may have popped and broken out today. It did pop, may have broken out. Up $1.51, 15%, 31 million, targeting 13.5, 14.75, and 18. And that is it for today. A look at the hot stocks at detectrader.com. Good night, everybody.